Hi there, welcome back. It's VOLLER time. Yes, the new VOLLER exchange has been released in FC Mobile. Now, considering everything, I cannot outright say that this exchange is the worst of the lot, especially after seeing the TOTY's requirements and so on. We will cover everything starting from costs, your alternatives, who should you get, and finally, the big question, of course, is that what is our take on the new upgraded exchange requirements that has come in the form of this heroes or rivals players exchange as well. First off, this again has the same pattern. You have to do 8 exchanges, get those 8 tokens, and then get the card. But even if we look at the costs and everything, let's first look at the card objectively. See, for a 94 rated card at base, these stats are great. This is something EA has always been good at. They know that for the most part you might just take this card at base and play him if you are a relatively newer player, so they buff these numbers based on what is a 94 rated card. However, if you take a little bit of a zoom out approach and go to the traits, you'll realize that not only does this card have 4-star weak 4, he does not really have a lot of shooting traits. It's just finesse, shot and power header. Paired with it, he also has 3-star skill moves. So if you are looking for a striker that is going to dribble for you, this is of course not it. This card is just for barging in, shooting and finishing. Not that this card is absolutely unusable, but it's the fact that honestly this is one of the weaker strikers that I have seen in recent times, and all in all, in terms of a striker, maybe he's good in a 2-striker formation when you have a dribbling heavy striker. And of course it's good if you rely on crosses a lot, which is that you cross spam now in FC Mobile. First off, why? And second off, again, you know that this card would have been great for you, and in fact it is, because of his 95 pace. And lastly, in a single striker formation, he's only good if you have great supporting wingers, but on paper this is not the best card or not the most all-rounded card at all. But with that in mind, these requirements are the part where it stops me from saying that this card is absolutely unusable. See, this is the most affordable exchange we have seen for a card so far, especially a card that is 94. In fact, I took in all the costs into account from step 1 through step 8, and this card will cost you a total of 9 to 9.5 million coins in fodder. And for the most part, you'll be able to do this, I assume, for no cost if you have played this game for a while, because the highest you need actually is 187 overall attacker, at which point this is deal wise maybe a great deal. Or is it? We'll answer that in just a second, but before we do, let's talk about this 93 to 94. Say, the requirements keep on changing. This time we need 190 to 92, 287 to 89, so not 88 to 90s. Then suddenly we need 85 to 86. This is amazing. In terms of requirements, I've never seen this much of a change from one event to the other. But overall, cost wise, this exchange has become significantly cheaper, where you can actually get cards which will be sold for around 30 million, 25 million eventually, because you have cards like Neymar, you have cards like Michael Ballack, the prime icon, who yes now is falling but will definitely rise back up, I'm expecting. And finally we have cards like Robbie Keane, who just started out in this game and has already fallen down. Now remember, you still need these prime heroes in order to be getting the better rewards for expedition. So just in terms of getting the heroes cards and all, this exchange definitely has value. It's not like this exchange has no value. It's just the fact that you do have a risk of getting someone like Cannavaro, you have risks of getting Antoine Griezmann, where you do lose some coins. But again, I would say a very interesting move from EA, where they have significantly decreased the exchange costs now, where the earlier exchanges were hardly profitable. this one is. If you have some fodder, let me know if you are doing these though. While personally I haven't done this exchange, of course our Discord server comes in clutch. Let's see what Junaid has packed from this new exchange. Rewards 90 plus overall rivals player. This is the pack. We have a tap to open. Hopefully he got a prime icon. That's where you make the most money. Okay, rivals is not convincing. Damn, I think that's the worst one you could have gotten. Okay, this is the risk that you stand to make. And again, Junaid has no eligible players. Rest in peace. Out of here. How about Zarif here? Zarif is putting in cock shoes. We love some cock shoes. Of course, again, hopefully this is not that France rivals. It is a rivals though, but it will be lovely if you get a... It's Valverde, right? 93. It's still not the best at all. And finally, we'll look at one last one from Junaid right here. Apparently he got the fodders back. He was like, you know what? I'll go for it one more time. And this is it. Riyad Mahrez's. And it's an unlock. Hopefully it's not two Griezmanns. I think, again, Valverde and Griezmanns are the worst pulls that you could get. A hero's walkout would be great though. Let's go. It's Mostobhoy, dude. Mostobhoy. That's another cook. Damn, Junaid. That sucks. I feel for you. But of course, don't forget to join the Discord if you haven't and show me what the next exchange pulls of yours are, if you got cooked or if you got W's. Finally though, let's come back to the VOLLER exchange. Remember that 9 to 9.5 million you spent. Once we go back into strikers, I will show you the cards that you can buy. Remember, we will never go for cards which are at base in order to compare them with an exchange card. We need to get cards that are at least purple ranked, even in the higher levels. The only cards you can get, and again, if you haven't already, do watch the hidden gems where we covered this. We'll take the cards that are at the intermediate level. And in fact, talking about the intermediate cards, the cards that are extremely comparable and in the same price bracket, including the rank up costs, is Morientes and Fernando Torres. Now do note that you are taking a huge overall hit, but you can get these cards red ranked and level trained with this cost where you need VOLLER. And also see, if I give VOLLER the blue rank with level training 15, then only do we come to a standard comparable point. And even if you were looking for a card for cross spamming, like for physicality, which is VOLLER's speciality, someone like Morientes is going to do much better. And of course, in terms of stats as well, you can see he is beating out VOLLER quite comfortably. So in terms of head-to-head performance, there is really no way where you can say, you know, VOLLER is the better one coming out of top, except for the fact that yes, 94 rated cards at this point in the game, especially strikers, are quite a bit more expensive. Like if you have to get a actually good 94 like Van Persie, you'll have to spend somewhere around 35 million to get his blue leveled version. So again, that is a very comparable thing. So if you want just a versus attack focused card, VOLLER is great. In terms of head to head, still the intermediate level cards, so Morientes, Fernando Torres ranked are better. And finally, in terms of if I will do the exchange, of course not, because this exchange does not really have value unless you meet that very specific niche where you just need a striker in terms of overall, and that's about it. Let me know if you will do this exchange for your main team, and with that we will end today's video. If you want to watch Messi and Ronaldo in a UTOTY battle though, do not forget to click right here. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in another one. Bye bye.